Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Space Monkey Report number 5. I'm hereby joined by Gabriel Schrager, Narrative Director.
Hi, everyone.
Emile Morel, Associate Creative Director.
Hello, everyone.
And Guillaume Brunier,
Hello,
Senior
everybody.
Producer. And I'm Charlotte.
Of the Woods.
Of the Woods.
Hey, Charlotte.
We said we wouldn't do that joke.
But we did.
I'm a community developer on the game, together with Kevin Irwin. I'm just going to go through what we're going to be talking about today. First, Guillaume will be doing an update on the game's development. Then Michel, Emile, and Gab have been working on a player story that they will be able to tell you, supported by very cool concept art pieces. And after that, we'll be doing a small bit about our partnership with Hit Record. And last but not least, we'll have a small surprise for you guys. But to start off, let's talk about the game, where we're at.
About Space Monkeys first.
We can talk about Space Monkeys as well.
I want to talk about Space Monkeys. I want to talk about you guys because you are now 620,000 in the program.
Wow.
It's a big crowd, and we're very proud to have you all behind the game and the development of the game. And by the way, welcome to everybody who joined since the last stream that we did back in December. So welcome to you guys. Hope you will enjoy this stream. So no E3 this year. As many of you know, BGNE2 is not going to be present in Los Angeles next week. The reason for this is we are hard at work with the team, focusing on core development milestones. So for the time being, for this stream, expect from us world updates, character updates. Emile and Gab will share you some very cool stuff in the next few minutes, but not so much gameplay footage. We've shared a lot of gameplay footage last time with our demo, so today don't expect too much of that. Space Monkeys, something that I wanted also to say again is that you will be the first to play the game when it's right, when the time is right, when we're ready. As part of the program, we'll keep our promise so that you guys are the first to get your hands on when we're ready to do so. So as Charlotte said, a bit of an update on the team, on the dev. So the team is getting bigger and bigger. We are currently 5 studios working on BGNE2. Namely Barcelona, Bordeaux, Sofia, Mainz, and Montpellier. So that's a lot of people working on the game. And by the way, hello everyone in the studios.
Hey.
Hola.
Hola, yes. We're very happy to announce that we'll be soon joined by another studio, Ubisoft Paris studio, who will soon be part of the Ubisoft of the BGNE2 studio family. So again, welcome everyone.
Coucou les Parisiens.
Bienvenue.
Hello, salut. So the team is getting bigger, and that's good. In order to support and to fit this ambition of BGNE2 in Montpellier, especially, we are and we have actually built a new studio. So we're going to be moving in the next 2 weeks.
We can't wait.
We can't wait to move to our new offices. And as I said, they've been built from the ground up, so it's going to be fancy, it's going to be nice, and everybody at the studio here in Montpellier is very excited to move to that studio. That means that this is the last live stream that we do from this room.
Yeah.
Oh, poor room. But are we taking the couch with us? Yes,
I think we're taking the couch.
Yeah, we have to.
So we'll make sure we have
it.
a nice spot, a nice place in the new studio in Montpellier to have the live stream regularly, etc. So here a sneak peek at where we're going to be working from. So that's our new home very soon.
And we will have more space over there.
Yeah, more
right?
space and an inside garden, as you can see on the image. So lots of good stuff coming for the dev in the next few months. Charlotte, back to you.
Very cool.
Like they do on TV, you know. Back to you, Charlotte.
This looks like the rehearsals. So we talked about Space Monkeys. We've been asking on the chat where you guys were from, and we've got quite a few answers. Is BG2 out yet? Which is an amazing Twitter account. It's from France, so bonjour. We have Point Blank from Sweden. We have Delphos Play from Spain. A bunch of people from the US. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. So over the past few months, we've been releasing blogs on our websites to talk about some of the concepts that make our world. And we've been asking you what you thought and how you projected yourself in that universe. So some of your feedback regarding Naraka specifically has been that you wanted to free up the slaves. I think all of you guys feel for those clones and hybrids that are stuck into the mines. So we got Chronox2, who told us that he would free up the slaves and he would get them to help him collect resources. We got Normally, who said he would be stealing the cargo at first and then free up the slaves when he can. And then we also got some pretty strong reactions on Divalites. Kira2 said that, screw the Divalite, it's caused more trouble than good. And I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah,
Right?
sounds like a freedom fighter.
Yeah. What's amazing from all those reactions, those posts, is how much people get, this world we're currently building, how much they understand it, and their ideas, actually, what they come up with is pretty close to the things we are imagining ourselves
It fits.
put in the game. Yeah, exactly, it fits completely.
and-
So it's always impressive to read those posts.
Something else that we talked about was also Ganesha City and what you would imagine yourself doing when exploring that city. We had very cool feedback from Yuna, who said that she wanted to start in Ganesha City because she would love to see all the people and cultures mixing together. Krylos also wanted to start in Ganesha City for some very different reason. His opinion is that he would be hitting the nearest brewery for that sweet hybrid ale.
Yeah, so we're waiting for that, the secret ingredients to the hybrid ale.
the recipe.
Please share.
Maybe it's a recipe that Paige has got going. I mean,
Yeah.
him
be.
and
He's a
alcohol
good
have a
cook.
kind of story together.
He's got bottles, right?
Plenty, and
Well,
we know
yeah.
the secret ingredient.
Love.
Yeah.
No.
Nice, Gabrielle.
Nice impression.
You do voice acting.
It's in my
And-
next life.
Someone else, though, Harmon Express, mentioned that they would like to start in Naraka because it was more of a high-risk, high-reward kind of place, and that would make him a legend if done right. Becoming a pirate legend is actually what it's all about. And actually, Emile and Gab are going to be talking a little bit over that, our world, and how you go from being a clone to something very different.
Yes. Great introduction.
Ah, thank you.
Absolutely. So we're going to have a look at some of the unbelievable
Yeah.
concept art that our concept artists have put together specifically for the live stream. And we start at the very beginning, and all of the entire population of System 3 starts in a room like this, in this very sterile, cold room, which happens to be the laboratories where Chimera Corporation, the corporation who are the masters of life, they do gene engineering, and they're the ones that populate the entire world. So every one of us is a clone in this world, and we
Exactly.
start looking like that.
Every living creature is actually coming out from one of those Chimera Corporation laboratory, very white, scary, sterile environment. So this is basically where life is happening in System 3 because you have no natural birth in this universe, only clones engineered, created in those laboratories. On the next image, you will see that after this creation of this skeleton, actually, this skeleton being printed, assembled in this factory, you now have the skin, the flesh, the organs put on this clone, this hybrid monkey clone. We talked about this with Michel. It was super important for us to have an hybrid monkey, actually, an hybrid character on this image. We could have put a human clones because we will also have human clones in this universe. But it was important for us to have an hybrid here to show you that hybrids are not an alien species or whatever. They are really created characters in laboratories, creatures that are being engineered, basically. Scientists have been crossing human DNA with animal DNA to create those artificial creatures.
Exactly, and the umbilical-like tubes that you see feeding the flesh and building up from the molecular level in this sequence, reminds us that in this world there are three very important resources that are going to be at the core of the gameplay in the game. And Divalite, which is the rarest and most difficult resource to harvest in the world, and we'll get more into that later. Water, of course, because the base of life is water. And then the third resource is titanium. And these resources will be available on the various planets that are part of our star system. You can move on to the next. In this image, you can see that that all of the clones, so us in the world, we start on a factory line. And you can recognize, for those of you who know Nox and love Nox, that this is the exact same DNA that made Nox. So all of the different hybrid monkeys in our world come from this same DNA.
Exactly.
And we'll all look the same until we make something of ourselves and we really change. In the meantime, we're being created just like products to do a very specific role, which is one of the main themes of Beyond Good and Evil 2, the notion of predetermination versus free will. The predetermination is this oppressive corporate society that's telling you that you've got one thing to do in the world and you're made for nothing else. And then, of course, the pirates are completely opposed to that.
And yeah, on this image, you really see how much these new clones are considered as product, put in a row in this factory. And on the next image, you even understand better this idea of a product, because those new clones, those creepy chimera scientists are actually running a battery of tests on those new clones to see if they are actually as perfect as possible, if there's no default in their creation. And only if they pass those different tests, they can go on to live their life as a clone. If not, they will be considered as defect, and they will be basically thrown away. And we don't really know what happened to them, but some, of course, may die because Chimera doesn't care basically about default, clone with default.
Exactly. And the other characters on this image, the technicians from Chimera Corp, are also clones, and these are playable characters as well. In this picture, we can see that once you get past the quality assurance tests, then they get shipped off to their wonderful new life as hybrid slaves, and they're going to go to one of the most dangerous sides of the planet to harvest Divalite.
Yeah, exactly. These clones, these brand new clones, have been sold to Divalite Corp, the corporations that extract, harvest, and sells also Divalite in this world. And they are using hybrid monkeys because they make good miners. They're super agile. We will see that later. And you can see now that they're on board one of those Divalite Corp ships, and they are wearing those yellow outfits that actually are the common outfits for those Divalite harvesters, those slaves that are working for Divalite Corp.
And they're basically being carted like cattle.
Yeah, exactly. And on the next image now, we are outside of the ship. We are flying above Naraka. So as a reminder, Naraka is this very, very creepy place. It's actually a full size of Soma, Soma being one of the main planets of System 3. Basically, this saddle planet is like a huge wasteland where you frequently have massive meteorite showers falling on the ground, breaking the ground of the planets, creating giant craters, and also creating those scary, huge rocky formations that you see here in the distance. You have to imagine that they are super high, high as mountain, in fact. And when you will pilot your ship, your pirate ship, in those rocky formations, you will have to basically go between them to
right.
to
You can
fly.
imagine some cool space battles.
Also, but you can see that Naraka is really definitely not a welcoming place.
And so the meteorites are, make these apocalyptic impacts on this side of the planet, and that's what creates these forms, which also induce legends and all kinds of tales regarding this side of the planet.
Yeah, we even say that those rock formations, they have names, like we give name to mountains. Over there, they give name to those creepy rock formation.
In the next image. So here we can see that now the hybrid slaves that we saw were being transported to the region of Naraka come specifically when there's a meteorite shower, and there will be a weather system in which we'll be able to predict. So Divalite, the corporation, knows exactly when they need to hit the ground running. And so they've airdropped the hybrid slaves onto Naraka, and they're basically running around between the meteorites as they're falling all around them, trying to grab the Divalite, which is created upon impact between the meteorites when they hit and the sulfur fields on the ground.
And Divalite is super volatile, so basically it disappears like 15 seconds after its creation, so you have to be here right on the spot to collect it. And that's why our monkeys, our hybrid monkeys, slaves, are equipped with those big gloves like you see on Nox, those big yellow gloves, because it's only with these gloves that they can pick up dualite, because you can't pick up dualite with your bare hands. And once they have picked up dualite in their hands, they have to stabilize it because it's super volatile, it will disappear, so they have to put it inside their backpack. They have a special compartment where it will be stabilized, and they will be, only if they collect dualite, actually, they will be allowed to go back inside those ships.
If they don't meet their quota, I mean, they really are cannon fodder. They send hundreds of hybrid monkeys into the fields, and if they don't get that just the right amount of dualite, then they just leave them to die, basically. Yeah. Completely disposable.
And on the next image, you will see really what it looks like, this kind of war zone feeling that we want to have in Naraka when a meteorite shower occurs. It's like basically those hybrids monkeys, they have to run between those meteorites, they have to dodge the meteorite. And like Gab explained, they have to be there, they have to be right under the meteorite when they start falling, because only at this moment they can grab a dualite before it disappears. So that's why this pretty cruel process is used, and that's why many hybrids, of course, always die in this process.
And it's an example also in our world of the way that the clones are manufactured specifically for that task. So they chose the hybrid monkeys because of their agility and also their strength. Yes. You can move on to the next image. And in this image, this is an example of a hybrid monkey who actually came into contact with the impact between the meteorite and the sulfur. And he's transformed instantaneously into a statue, a crumbling statue. And it's just a reminder of how horrible it is to be a hybrid slave in this world.
Yeah. On the next image, you're basically seeing what's left after a huge meteorite shower. You have all those dead hybrids, just smoke, dust. And you can see that among those dead hybrids, some may still be alive, but badly wounded, and they have very few chances of survival, because there's basically nothing on this side of the planet. Like we said, it's a huge wasteland, so their chance of survival are very limited.
Right. So there are some. There are rumors again that some of these hybrids actually manage to get away. There might be secret refuges in which they can run to and hide and try to escape their fate. And if that doesn't happen, if we look at the next image, then in this particular image, you can imagine being the pirate who would go into these fields and take the risk against the dualite security who continue to patrol the area. And so you as a pirate can sneak in and try and save the hybrid slaves who have not been killed by the different impacts.
Yeah, actually going there for pirates may be a way to recruit new crew members. They could also even try to collect dualite, but it's the best place basically to recruit new crew members and to save those slaves from their poor life and their poor destiny. Yeah. And on the next image, you're seeing one of those pirate ships, a beautiful pirate ship, flying across space. And so you have to imagine that the hybrid slave that we are now following has been saved. He's on board this ship. They've been taking care of him, and he's now getting better. And they are going to this bright location that you're seeing in the distance. It's a very important place for us. It's a secret pirate lair, the biggest actually pirate lair in System 3. We're not going to say too much about it today, but we'll have more info to share about this later. And this very important layer is hidden inside an asteroid belt, so you have to know the coordinates of this place to actually find it and go there.
And of course, if you become a legendary pirate in this world, then this mothership could belong to you.
Yeah.
On the next image, so once you reach this famous or infamous pirate lair, depending on which side you're on, you're going to be initiated into the life of a space pirate. And so this is a really important moment for us as the player characters. So you can imagine that you're this hybrid slave who just had this horrible life, and they bring you into this mysterious altar with this oracular type character who is going to welcome you and teach you about what it is to be a pirate.
Yeah, and her name is Primera.
Yeah,
so
and we're very proud to say that was a name that was given to us by the Space Monkeys.
Suggested, the Space Monkeys. And so, of course, you may see some connection with the famous AI. Segundo. Yeah, there might be a connection with the famous AI from the first game. So she's a super old AI. You will see on the next image, this skull, also, of course, a symbol of pirates. She's been there for a very long time, and she knows everything about System 3. She has a very deep knowledge of System 3. She may even know more than those those guys from the corporations, you know, and she knows the truth also. And she will, like you say, when a pirate starts his new life, he will go there and he will talk to this oracle, and she will basically tell him everything he needs to know before starting his life as a pirate. She will tell you about Moksha's Gate, very, very important for pirates. She will tell you about also the legendary crew, who's the Kini was the captain.
Nox, Callum, Uma, and of course Paige.
All those very, very famous characters. So basically she will brief you and tell you stories about this world, and you can talk to her freely and know more about this universe.
Yeah, and as an oracle, she has lost some of the knowledge of this world, and so part of our experience as a space pirate is to go about gathering knowledge, which will take the form of M discs in the world, and that's also a reference to Beyond Good and Evil 1, in this very analog M disc that are scattered all over System 3. Pirates, as they go through the world looting and looking for treasure and bounty hunting and asking as mercenaries and all the different play styles that they want to embrace in this world, one of the things that they can do is gather knowledge, and they can increase the knowledge for themselves, but also for the whole community by feeding Primera in this altar.
Yeah. On the next image, you have a nice close-up, and you see that this hybrid monkey is still wearing his slave outfit. And on the next image, you will see that it's now completely different. He's here on the foreground to the right of the image. And he's now dressed as a pirate because now he has the freedom. Yeah, he has the freedom to dress the way he wants, which is very cool for a pirate. And the pirates also gave him everything he needs to start his adventure. So you can imagine that now he has a ship, he has a jetpack, he has weapons, and even some money, because you need money also to start your life as a pirate. And now, as a player, you are free to explore this pirate lair, go meet other pirates, talk to them, maybe start having some quests, some missions. So this is really the beginning of the adventure for you as a space pirate.
And again, that's a wink and a smile for fans of the first Beyond Good and Evil, of the shark hybrid that you could see, who's the barkeep. And we really love the mood of this. And again, our concept artists have done just a fantastic job, and we want to thank them for that. And we'll take a look at the last image. So once you become a pirate, and as Charlotte said right up front, the idea is then you as a space pirate will go from being a nobody, slave, hybrid, clone, technician, anywhere in this world, to potentially one of the greatest legendary space pirates in the universe of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
And if you want to, potentially you could now go save a hybrid slave, like what we've seen at the beginning of this little world update.
Thank you, guys. I think this really helps projecting into how you're going to be playing part of your adventure and where you're coming from as a space pirate. We're seeing tons of questions on the chat. We're not going to be able to answer them today. We're, however, collecting them. If you want to ask questions, use hashtag AskBGE, and we'll be making sure to collect them and answer them in the upcoming weeks. Even though we won't be able to answer everything because we don't have all the answers yet. Now, something else that we wanted to talk about that I mentioned during the agenda earlier was the partnership with HitRecord. So if you've been following us for a while, you should be very aware that we've been working with HitRecord to try and basically the initial idea for us was we were seeing tons of fan art of Beyond Good and Evil 1, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and we were thinking, okay, all these people have great talent, how do we get them to be with us as part of this adventure that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is? And HitRecord provided a great frame for that. We've been very humbled by all the results that we got. In total, we selected a total of 50 art pieces, 18 songs, and 20 stingers. It's been fantastic what you guys have done. We actually showcased some of them into the gameplay demo 6 months ago. We're going to go through some of them and check out what you guys have been doing, and then we have something to announce.
That's excellent. In this video, you will see many great pieces of art that we put actually already inside the Ganesha City. So the first one is actually a very, very nice billboard, kind of a touristic ad to tease you to go visit Ganesha City. Next one is this.
It's a gorgeous fresco. Yeah, this one is absolutely gorgeous. And again, everyone just completely got the meaning and what they're trying to express. Yeah. This is an example of hybrid primitive art, and they're drawing the Moksha Gate.
Yeah, it's very important also for them, the Moksha Gate in their mythology. And this is the huge geoglyphs that we want to add. We want to have several of them on the side, on Soma actually. And when you're flying above Soma, inside your spaceship, they will tease you to actually get closer to the ground and maybe find, I don't know, the secret entrance to a temple or maybe a secret chest or something like this. So.
And visual art is only part of what you guys have been collaborating on. We also had some great music and want to showcase some more of that. If you've not seen all of it, you can go to hitrecord.org/bggame and check out more, but we made a selection that you can check out right now with music on.
So two really quick commentaries about what you guys just saw. First of all, it was pretty quick, but we saw the album covers, which were something that we wanted to do, but that spontaneously the Space Monkeys that contributed to the Hit Record collaboration did for us, and we're hoping that that'll be part of one of the quests in the game to collect the albums and the different music produced by the Space Monkeys. And we also wanted to say specifically that that every day, whether we're developing the game or testing the demo, we are listening to your tunes and your tracks, and they're just spot on. We absolutely are thrilled by all those collaborations.
Yes.
Yeah, and I want to add that we are really proud of that collaboration. It's something that's very new to us. It's a step that we made with you guys. It's a test, and that's a success for us. This initial partnership with our friends at Hit Record. So it's a success, and what we want to say today is that we're really proud that we officially announced that there will be an extension to this partnership. We will give the details of this partnership on this extension in the next few weeks, but rest assured that we are continuing this program. And again, I cannot stress how proud we are to be concretely working with you guys, putting your input, your assets, whether they are music or visuals in the game. That's really a great thing for us. Also, in the initial phase of our collaboration, as Charlotte said, we got many contributions. We selected some of them, but many others are really great. It was a tough job. We will be reviewing again this initial artworks and contribution because we are sure that there are still many great things to find in there. We will also issue new projects and new challenges to you guys so that you can contribute with new assets, new contributors. So new contributors are always welcome in this partnership. So whether you like writing, painting, drawing, making music, etc. You're welcome. Really, it's open to anyone who wants to contribute in some way or another through this partnership.
And we should probably just remind them that it's a collaboration. That what makes it so special is that it's not just an individual's contribution to the world. It's really the Space Monkeys working together through the Hit Record system to create
one piece of music, one
piece of art. Exactly.
So there's the highly contributive process, creative process that we really like, and so we are continuing with that. Yeah. So just a quick hello to our friends at Hit Record. Thank you for all the work.
Thank you.
And we are really looking forward to continue building this partnership with you, with the community, to create some more and more great stuff that will end up in BGNE2.
Yep, we'll be sharing more details about that on bggame.com and also on hitrecord.org/bggame. I'm also being told that the sound was too loud in the video and you could not hear what I said earlier. But we were basically just mentioning how happy we were with everything that we got from you guys, and the quality of it has been amazing. Last but not least, I talked about a small surprise earlier when going through the agenda. So this is our one last thing, and I'll leave you with that video.
mama go garage, you know. When your mama won't go, you know. Come mama go garage. And so, hey man, what seems to be the problem? I'll go ahead and tow you to the mama go garage. Esau, got a Speedcraft motor here together. A Speedcraft motor. No problem.
Hey! So that was a huge, that was an amazing trip down memory lane for all of us who absolutely fell in love with this game. And in fact, many of us who actually joined Ubisoft because we loved that game so much. And those were some of the most fun characters from the original Beyond Good and Evil. And now
we have a reveal of the new design of the new Mamagos. Actually, one of the characters from the Mamago family, Mamago clan. So here it is. Another
same vibe.
Character coming back. Yes, same very cool Jamaican vibe. So the Mamagos in Beyond Good and Evil 2, they will be super important for you as a space pirate because they are basically running several garages where pirates will be able to freely go to fine-tune their spaceships, buy new engines,
shop,
new parts,
tune up.
exactly. So this will be very, very. There will be important characters for you to go talk to, and you can imagine that they will be, of course, bigger than life, very colorful and exciting characters. So we can wait to actually show you these guys inside the game.
Yep. And
Slick chick.
and we're gonna get one final look because not only.
You've just seen this great 3D modeling that is going to be the base to create all our Mamago characters. But not only, what's super interesting is that of course you will have other Rhino hybrid in the game that will have completely different lives, different jobs.
Right.
They share the same DNA.
They share the same DNA strain, so you will see other type of Rhino character in the game.
So in addition to being members of Mamago, some of the other hybrid rhinos are used as slaves by other corporations. And they are completely playable characters. So if you want to play one of those badass rhinos, you can.
You can.
Be a space pirate rhino. That's great.
So there you have it. Space Monkey report number 5 is coming to an end. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for helping us setting the live stream. We actually have a full team out there. Alex, Xavier, Mary, Kevin, Loic, and also all of the floor over there, the dev team concept
here
artists
in Montpellier, around Europe.
And all over the world. Thank you guys for making us look good.
Thank you.
And also thank you, Space Monkeys, for watching the stream. And we'll be sure to be answering your questions shortly that you've asked using the hashtags. Not too late, you can still ask them, and we'll be retrieving them in the next couple of days. And we'll see you next time live from our new studio.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.